Guys, we have massive news, and I'm so excited by this, I am making a video about it. Titanfall 3, the fabled game that fans of the series have wanted for nearly 10 years, just received the most credible, exciting leak that actually might be happening, and today we're going to talk about it. I also want to use this video to set expectations for Titanfall 3 that if and when it does get announced, it's going to be a very different experience than say if you were to load up Titanfall 2 today and play some games. I'll also explain why that is. For years, fans of the Titanfall series have been awaiting the announcement of a sequel. Year over year, players thought, yes, this is going to be it, Titanfall 3 is going to be announced, and yet no announcement came. As we all know, the years went on and Apex Legends came out instead of Titanfall 3. It did see really solid success for quite a long time, you know, cashing in on that battle royale craze, but with that said, in recent times, and you may have noticed this from online posts, a lot of people are leaving Apex Legends because they're unhappy. Whether you're matching cheaters, getting unfair matches due to the skill-based matchmaking, or you're just tired of the changes made by the developers. The population of Apex Legends has dropped to 25% of what it was in 2023. The reasoning for that is very simple. The developers do not listen to the fans don't feel like their time is valued, players think their time is better spent elsewhere, players move on. Now once players begin to move on, and in this case 75% of players have left the game, this will then affect matchmaking times, matchmaking quality, and the overall experience of the title will begin to suffer. Think of it like an ecosystem. If you're constantly polluting a lake, it's going to change things over time. Here's the context as to why I'm mentioning it. Titanfall 3 has been requested for nearly a decade at this point. Yes, the Titanfall franchise has a cult following for sure, but they're dedicated players, and they've been waiting for a long time. If Respawn sees that Apex Legends just isn't performing as well as they want, and isn't generating as much revenue as they would like, and they think there's more revenue in releasing a Titanfall 3, that is exactly what is going to happen. Now in saying that, every dedicated Titanfall fan has been waiting for a long time, and to show you guys just how starved the Titanfall community was for the third installment into the series, I follow a man named Derek, and if I put Titanfall 3 and his name into Twitter, well, if you think about it in a certain angle, Titanfall 3 could be an indie game. Guy at work looks like Vince Zampella. Do I ask about Titanfall 3? Your phone battery percent is chances we get a Titanfall 3 reveal this year. What should I do if I suspect my ex knows the release date of Titanfall 3 but refuses to tell me? This year could be the year we finally get Titanfall 3. I'm now going to get my hopes up until February, June, and maybe every single gaming event. We got GTA 7 news before Titanfall 3, and then just the other day, any Titanfall 3 news in the Pokemon Direct?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
So it's safe to say the Titanfall community has been very, very patient. Now today may be the first step to that dream potentially becoming a reality. Here's why. Titanfall 3 rumored to be inbound in 2026. Two leakers known in the Apex Legends community, Yorosuke and Osvaldatore, they have leaked that Titanfall 3 is in development with plans for a 2026 launch and a potential announcement planned for the Game Awards. This spread like wildfire because this is the very first time very credible leakers have gone on record over the course of 4 months and maintained their story. All I'm going to say is don't give me hope, please. I've been let down so many times, so just this once, please let it be true. With that in mind, sure, Titanfall 3 could be announced, and yes, that would be amazing. But I have to point out the gaming landscape has changed so much in those 9 to 10 years. The core gameplay of Titanfall 3 will be similar for sure, and that's awesome. It'll probably have a really good campaign, and that's awesome too. But the overall experience, especially for matchmaking, is going to be different. Why? Because in the time Titanfall 2 has released, and now Apex Legends, modern day matchmaking systems have been hyper refined, so the better you become at said video game, the worse your experience is going to be. Therefore, the most dedicated Titanfall 2 veterans, the ones who have stuck by the series for years, will get extremely punished for being amazing at the next game once it releases. Titanfall 2 has the old matchmaking systems where you can match everyone, you can have fun, and it'll mix up the teams every few games. Nowadays, if certain players have certain skill levels, you won't find a game at all. It will lock you out. So just try keep this in mind, please, and temper your expectations. I'm still going to be excited, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't at least mention this. Now, the leaks for this were actually posted on April Fool's Day, and it made nobody believe them as it was brushed off as fun for the day. The next day, however, it turned out, yeah, they weren't kidding. The official post reads, "To be honest, it's really fun to play a joke with the truth on April Fool's Day, and lets me announce some unbelievable truths in a playful way." It goes on to say, so yes, Titanfall 3 is coming. Somebody should have seen me talking on some Discord servers back in December about a secret game in development. That game is Titanfall 3. Titanfall 3 will be announced at the Game Awards 2025 at the earliest, and then officially released in 2026. 2026. Again, I'm taking this with a grain of salt. I've been burnt so many times, and the last time I got my hopes up, I was promptly crushed. As it came out, an FPS game at Respawn was cancelled. Via a leaked LinkedIn post, many people thought this was Titanfall 3. Now, if you are curious, the post reads, cancelled FPS game, EA has seemingly scrapped yet another shooter in development at Respawn Entertainment, the beloved studio behind Titanfall, Apex Legends, and the Star Wars Jedi series. The news comes via a now deleted LinkedIn post from former production coordinator Emily Evans, who wrote, the unannounced incubation project I was a part of for the past year was cancelled this week, so I'm joining the group of extremely talented and kind people in the games industry searching for a new role. As we all know, the games industry was hit hard with layoffs over the pandemic period, but it seems to be slowly recovering as more time goes on. In regards to Titanfall 3, however, the final thing you need to know is that the Apex Legends data miner, the one who released this information, collaborated with another leaker to verify the validity of this information after hearing about it in December. Yorosuke says, I heard about this news in December and sought assistance from Osvaldo Torre to verify the authenticity of Titanfall 3. If you had to ask me, Remy, what do you think? I'll simply say, I'll believe it when I see it. In saying that, it is funny that after this information dropped, almost every major gaming news outlet has posted that is 100% happening. So I feel like I'm obligated to keep your expectations in check in case it doesn't get announced. My only concern about all of this is that it won't be as good as the second Titanfall game. To many gamers, Titanfall 2 is considered a masterpiece, a stellar campaign, a strong multiplayer, lots of variety in terms of how you can play. It has a great progression system, a fair matchmaking system, you can run around as a pilot and it's great, and being in a Titan is equally as fun. Titanfall 2 is almost as close as you can get to a perfect video game, so to Respawn Entertainment specifically, I say this. Do not reinvent the wheel. Do not try and change things as you did with Apex that made you lose 75% of your population. Stick to what made your franchises great to begin with. Listen to your fans, respect legacy, and to be honest, if you do that, you'll print a lot more money than you could ever need. I know as a company, all you care about is money, so you should be doing what the fans want, as that's what's going to give you that long-term success that you all seem to crave so much. And that's it. It's everything Titanfall 3 you guys need to know about. If it happens, then I'm literally going to make 1,000 videos on that game, so if that's something you'd like to see, be sure to subscribe. If you do want to play Titanfall in the meantime before it does get announced, then good news, because Titanfall 2 regularly goes on sale on Steam. It's usually 90% off and you can pick it up for $5, and I would highly recommend you do so. Back when I did my Titanfall 2 is a masterpiece video, many of you guys did try out the game and people were not disappointed. In any case, it's the most exciting news the franchise has had in a very long time. So exciting that a Halo man like myself is doing a video about it. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments your thoughts. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.